Okay, so good morning, student. We were discussing in the previous session regarding expected value of perfect information. We had introduction to the topic, and we started on solving one numerical where how much money or amount a newspaper boy can spend to get the perfect information. We need to calculate it. Okay, so we have first prepared a conditional profit statement or conditional profit table. Then we were discussing about EMV when that my network problem started. So what I'll do, I'll start with this part, how to calculate EMV, expected monetary value. So anywhere, if you are feeling any difficulty or doubt, please let me know. So how to calculate expected monetary value? It's very simple. Just multiply this probability with the profit and take the summation for each and every state of event. That will be your EMV value. So if that newspaper boy decide to take or order 10 quantities of magazine, his daily profit will be of around 200 paise. He can expect that over the period of time, on an average, he can expect 200 paise per day of a profit. If we go ahead with the 11 orders, 11 magazines, he can expect 215 paisa per day. For 12, it is 222.5. For 13 magazines, it's around 220, and for 14 magazine, it is around 205 paise. Now, based on this EMV value, we observe that the maximum profit he can earn is by buying or ordering 12 copies, and his expected profit, okay, it is not definite, it is expected, speculated, that he can earn 222.5 paise per day. Okay, now this is with imperfect information. Okay, उसको पता नहीं exactly कौन से दिन में क्या order आने वाला है. Based on only the probabilities and the calculation of cost, we have came up with the we came up with the EMV of 222.5 paise. Okay, now we will change the part. If there is one guy who says that I'll tell you exactly in which day how many orders of magazine will come, exactly for those 10 days. For example, in this case, for these 10 days there will be order of 10 magazine. ठीक है, और वो बंदा जो है, this consultant is going to tell us or the newspaper boy that on which day this 10 magazine का order आने वाला है. So that newspaper boy will what he will do, what action he will do, he will order only 10 copies for those days. ठीक है, मतलब ये नुकसान नुकसान होने का चांस ही नहीं है कुछ. उसका ऑर्डर परफेक्ट आने वाला है एंड ही इज गोइंग टू अर्न 200 पैसे फॉर दोस 10 days by ordering 10 quantities, right? Then again for 11 days, so ये बंदा बोलेगा कि भाई 2 फरवरी को एंड देन 3 फरवरी को एंड सम मार्च को 11 कस्टमर आर गोइंग टू अपेयर और विल कम टू योर स्टॉल एंड परचेज दैट मैगजीन. सो इसको इसको परफेक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन है, right? So he will tell the newspaper boy those days where the order of 11 magazine will appear. Okay, so at that time a newspaper boy, instead of ordering 10 quantities of a magazine, now he will order 11 quantities. Okay, so what will happen, those नुकसान वाले days चले जाएंगे उसके. He is going to earn the maximum profit there on those 15 days. Next one, if you look at the probability of this 12 order or 12 customer, उसका quantity कितना है 20, सॉरी उसका प्रोबेबिलिटी है 2.2% और 0.2, that means there will be 20 days where 12 customers are going to come to the stall for buying that particular magazine, and that consultant is going to tell newspaper boy which are those 20 days for order of 12, वो बता देने वाला है. तब क्या होगा, again the newspaper boy will order only 12 copies to satisfy those 12 customers. So that means उसका earning कितना होगा 240 का. ठीक है, क्योंकि एक मैगजीन सेल करने के बाद he is going to earn 20 पैसे. So total 12 copies he is going to sell. So 20 into 12, 240 paisa. So his profit is 240 paise. So similarly, for 13, he will order only 13 quantities. For 14, he will order only 280 14 copies and earn 280 पैसे. ठीक है, अब ये तो क्या हो रहा है, देखो फ्लक्चुएशन है. टोटल कितने डेज है 100, टोटल देयर आर 100 डेज. वो कभी कभी, that means for 10 days he is earning 200 rupees, for 15 days he is earning 220 rupees, for 20 days he is earning 240 per day. There are 25 days where his daily profit is 260. There are 30 days out of these 100 days, there are 30 days where a newspaper boy is earning 280 पैसा per day. ठीक है, अब हमें क्या करना है, ये परफेक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन मिल रहा है उसको, तो विद दैट परफेक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन उसका डेली प्रॉफिट कितना है, क्योंकि वैरी हो रहा है ना, डेली प्रॉफिट वैरी हो रहा है, तो हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा 100 डेज का सब समेशन करके एवरेज निकालना पड़ेगा. दैट विल बी हिज एक्सपेक्टेड प्रॉफिट फॉर और एक्सपेक्टेड प्रॉफिट विथ परफेक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन. राइट, सो हाउ टू डू दैट, सिंपल ईएमवी जैसे कैलकुलेट किया था उसी टाइप से हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे. द वैल्यू इज कॉल्ड एज ए एक्सपेक्टेड प्रॉफिट विथ परफेक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन. ठीक है, सो जस्ट मल्टीप्लाई दिस प्रोबेबिलिटी with the profit. Okay, so it appears to be 20, then multiply this 0.15 with 220, 0.2 with 240, 0.25 with 260, 0.3 into 280. So calculate EPPI. Okay, आप ये अलग अलग कैलकुलेट करो या एक साथ ही एक स्ट्रोक में ही समेशन कर दो, वो भी चलेगा. Okay, so here I am calculating for each event. Now if I sum up all these values or all these values, I am getting average profit per day for that newspaper boy. Now इसका summation अगर किया हमने 20 plus 33 plus 48 plus 65 plus 84, it is equal to 250. Means what, that newspaper boy is now going to earn 250 पैसा. कंडीशन क्या है, देखो यहाँ पे कंडीशनल कंडीशन क्या है, उसके पास परफेक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन होना चाहिए. So he is going to earn 250 paise if he has perfect information about the ordering and state of event. Okay, now there are two things here. If he don't have perfect information, he is earning 222.5 paisa. If he has perfect information, he is earning 250 paisa, right? So now we are going to calculate value of this information. देखो यहाँ पे प्ले क्या हो रहा है, यहाँ से 222.5 से 250 पैसे तक जा रहा है ड्यू टू दिस परफेक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन. सो लेट्स कैलकुलेट वैल्यू कि भाई ये परफेक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन का वैल्यू कितना है. Okay, so you can calculate the value of perfect information, expected value of perfect information by subtracting the earlier two values. So expected profit, EPPI means expected, sorry, I made mistake here. EPPI stands for expected profit with perfect information, and EMV stands for expected monetary value. ठीक है. So EVPI means expected value of perfect information. दोनों का जो difference है, that is the value of perfect information. So EPPI with perfect information, newspaper boy is earning 250 paisa, and without perfect information 222.5. That means the difference value, वो information का value कितना है, देखो 27.5 पैसे. Okay, so that guy with the perfect information, if he comes to a newspaper boy should not pay more than this amount per day to this guy, क्योंकि उसका उतना मतलब ही नहीं होगा फिर, क्योंकि उसका प्रॉफिट कितना हो रहा है by switching from without perfect information to perfect information. Profit he is making is 27.5. So this guy should not earn more than this amount, otherwise newspaper boy is going to get a loss, it is going to get a regret. So you can make a statement like this: a newspaper boy must not pay more than 27.5 paisa per day for that perfect information. Okay, so I hope all of you have understood this concept of EVPI, expected value of perfect information. Okay, so if there are any doubt, let me know in the chat window, or you can unmute yourself. So let's move ahead. I'll give you one problem statement. Read this problem statement. Here you are going to implement the first criteria, that is EMV, and then you will find out value for perfect information. Okay, but to get to EMV, first you need to construct a conditional profit table, और अपने लैंग्वेज में हम सिंपल बोल सकते हैं पे ऑफ टेबल बनाओ. ठीक है, सो रीड दिस प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट केयरफुली. A dairy farm wants to determine the quantity of butter it should produce to meet the demand. Past records have shown the following demand pattern. Okay, so the quantities and for how many days, that demand occurred is given. ठीक है, जो पास्ट रिकॉर्ड था वो मिल्कमैन का या फिर डेयरी फर्म का, वो दिया है देखो. So in a year or in those particular days, they have observed for 6 days the order is of 15 kgs. There are 14 days where the order is 20 kg, and so on. Next, the stock level are restricted, so that means you cannot stock too much butter. Butter cost 40 rupees 40 per kg, and it is sold at 50 per kg. Means what? They can make profit of rupees 10 per kg of butter, per kg of butter, but when they sell it, अगर सेल किया तभी इतना प्रॉफिट होगा. ठीक है. अब कुछ दिन हो गए जब उन्होंने ऑर्डर किया है, एज्यूम करो 20 kg, बट सेल हुआ ओनली 15 kg. दैट मीन्स 5 kg वैसे का वैसा रह गया. So this says that this is a additional cost for dairy firm. So if they don't sell 1 kg of butter, that means they are losing 40 rupees per kg of a butter if the quantity is unsold or that butter is unsold. So लॉस होगा 40 रुपीज का अगर बेचा नहीं, और प्रॉफिट होगा 10 रुपीज का अगर उन्होंने बेच दिया. ठीक है. सो बेस्ड ऑन दिस डेटा प्लीज prepare a conditional profit table. So I'll give you around 5 minutes. Try, at least think of it, at least think of this. Then if you face a problem, I'll show at least one part of the calculation. So take the screenshot of this problem statement. If possible, write it down, at least this table and this statement. And we need to calculate, first construct a profit table. उसके बाद उसका expected profit मतलब क्या है, EMV, जो maximum EMV होगा वो select करो. Also we have been asked to calculate expected value for perfect information. ठीक है. So write down up to this part, table, and up to this portion. Then I'll show you the format of a table, and please try to prepare it. I hope all of you are trying to prepare a conditional profit table here. There may be some student who are struggling with the conditional profit table. So for them, I'll elaborate. Remaining student can work with them. जिनको क्लिक हो गया, जिनको पता चल गया कि कैसे प्रॉफिट टेबल बनाना है, they can work on their example. For remaining student, please try to see the picture and I'll explain. I'll try my best to explain the concept of conditional profit table and how to prepare it. Okay, so in a conditional profit table, the columns represent state of nature कि फ्यूचर में क्या हो सकता है. ठीक है, सो फ्यूचर में क्या हो सकता है कि 15 केजी का ऑर्डर आ सकता है, 20 केजी का ऑर्डर आएगा, 25 केजी का एंड सो ऑन, अप टू 50 केजी का ऑर्डर आएगा, या फिर कस्टमर मांगेगा कि मुझे 25 केजी का बटर दे दो. So these are called as the state of nature. We write it in a columns. In a rows, we write alternative. Alternative is a decision to be made or choice to the dairy firm कि उनको कितना बनाना है. ओके, उनको सेल करना है ना, तो उसको कितना ऑर्डर देना है, लेना है, या कितने केजी का परचेस करना है. ठीक है, सो उनके पास फर्म के पास ऑप्शन है. देखो, दे कैन ऑर्डर 25 केजीज ऑफ बटर और 20 और 25, 30, 50, 35, 40, 50. इसमें से उनको एक चूज करना है. They have to make decision how much quantity of butter they should order to sell to the customers, to sell it to the customer. ठीक है, okay, let's prepare that part first. For example, डेयरी फर्म ने चूज किया 15 केजी, उन्होंने ऑर्डर लिया है या फिर परचेस किया है बटर फ्रॉम द मिल्कमैन और फ्रॉम द बेसिक प्रोसेसिंग पार्ट. तो उन्होंने 15 केजी का ऑर्डर किया, तो उनको कॉस्ट कितना गिर रहा है, देखो 40 रुपीज पर केजी, एंड दे आर ऑर्डरिंग 15 केजी ऑफ इट. सो दे आर देयर एक्सपेंसेस इज इक्वल टू 40 इंटू 15. ठीक है, अब वो जब सेल करेंगे कितने को सेल कर रहे हो वो, 50 रुपीज पर केजी. अब देखो क्या हो रहा है, फ्यूचर में 15 केजी का ऑर्डर आया, एज्यूम करो 15 केजी का ऑर्डर आया, तो दे आर गोइंग टू सेल 15 केजी. सो हाउ मच profit they will make, that will be sale minus expenses, or simply profit per kg into number of kgs sold. Okay, so I'll write here rupees 10 into per kg of sold butter. S stands for sold butter. ठीक है, माइनस कभी कभी ऐसा हो सकता है ना कि उन्होंने सेल ही नहीं किया, उन्होंने 15 क्वांटिटी ऑर्डर किए और एज्यूम करो कि 10 ही सेल हो गए, मतलब 5 बचे, तो उनका कुछ नुकसान होगा, क्योंकि देखो 40 रुपीज पर केजी मांग रहे और वो सेल ही नहीं हुआ, फेंक दिया उन्होंने. सो 40 इंटू 5, दैट विल बी देयर लॉस. सो लॉस कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे, आई से कि रुपीज 40, क्योंकि एक केजी का कॉस्ट है 40 रुपीज. ठीक है, पर केजी 40 इंटू नॉट सोल्ड. ठीक है, I'll write it as a D, or you can write it as a U, unsold quantity, कि कितना सेल नहीं हुआ, so that will be loss for them, and 10 into sold quantity is a profit for them, and net difference is the correct profit. ठीक है, so by this way you can do the calculation. For example, here उन्होंने 15 खरीदा, 15 बेच दिया, 1 kg के पीछे उनका 10 रुपीज का प्रॉफिट है। सो 10 इंटू 15, 15 सेल कर दिए, सो 150 का प्रॉफिट हो गया उनका। नाउ जस्ट लुक एट द सेकंड फ्यूचर इवेंट। ऑर्डर आया बाहर से, कस्टमर आया, वो मांग रहा है 20 kg का बटर, बट आपकी डेयरी फॉर्म में 15 kg अवेलेबल है, तो आप क्या करोगे, 15 kg दे दोगे। So even though the order is of 20 kg, you can sell only 15 kg. So you are going to make the same profit for each and every future events, right? You cannot sell more than the available quantity. So I hope you understood this. Let's take another example. Imagine करो डेयरी फर्म ने परचेज किया 20 kg का बटर बाहर से। अब कस्टमर कितना मांग रहा है, सिर्फ 15 kg मांग रहा है। Okay, so how can I calculate the net profit here? I'll say equal to 10 rupees per sold quantity. कितना सेल कर सकता हूं, अगर 15 मांग रहा है तो 15 ही सेल करूंगा ना, so 15 क्वांटिटी माइनस 40, बिकॉज 1 kg का 40 रुपीज लग रहा है हमें, इनटू कितना क्वांटिटी अपने पास बचा। हमने 20 मांगा था, 15 बेच दिया, 5 kg बटर लेफ्ट विथ अस, so that will cost us, so 40 into 5, enter. So in this deal the dairy firm is losing 50 rupees, or it is a loss of 50 rupees. सेकंड, अब देखो सेकंड केस में 20 का ऑर्डर आया, अपने पास 20 है, पूरा का पूरा बेच दिया। So I can calculate like this, 10 into जितना बेचा। Here again it will be same, ऑर्डर आया 25 का, बट हम बेच सकते हैं ओनली 20, right? So 200, so it will be remain same for all this part. और एक कैलकुलेशन करके दिखाता हूं, then you do it for this case. The dairy firm has 25 kgs of butter, but the order is of only 15 kg. That means he will be able to sell only 15 kgs. और जो बचा है, it is a loss. कितना बचा, 10 kg. Now the firm is losing 250 rupees on that day. ठीक है, here I'll do the calculation. कितना बेच सकते हैं, 20, बचा कितना, 5 kg. So no profit, no loss. Here 20 बेच सकते हैं और अपने पास 20 है, सॉरी 25 है, सेम क्वांटिटी, so earning 250, and it will be remain same for remaining part. Okay, so this way you do the calculation, you just fill the remaining data. If you face any difficulty, let me know. Now when I do, I'll go for EMV calculation, expected monetary value. Okay, so this EMV, okay, this EMV we calculated by, we take the summation of probability into profit, right? इनका समेशन करना है, ठीक है। मतलब यहाँ पे देखो, फॉर फर्स्ट केस 150 into probability को multiply करना है, okay, but right now we don't know the probability, so let's do the calculation for probability. And actually it's very easy. See, there are 6 days, on those 6 days probability of selling 50 kg is confirmed. There are 14 days where the sale will be of 20. We are going to sell, or dairy farm is going to sell 20 quantity, 20 kg. There are 20 days when we are going to sell 25 kg and so on. ठीक है, अब probability निकालना है. So 6 days out of how many? Out of 2000 days or 8000 days, or how many days? Okay, for that just take the summation of number of days available. जो भी उन्होंने डेटा कलेक्ट किया है ना, उसका समेशन कर लेते. 10 plus 30 plus 40 plus 80 plus 20 plus 14 plus 6. So that is 200. Summation is 200. So उन्होंने डेटा जो कलेक्ट किया है वो 200 डेज का है. ठीक है. Now if you look at the first part, so 6 days out of 200 days, there is a chance, there is a probability of selling 15 kgs of butter. So probability कैसे कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं यहाँ पे? 6 divided by 200, right? So this way you can calculate the probability, 6 divided by 200. Okay, so it's 0.3 or 3%. For each and every part you just do the calculation. These are the probabilities. Now I'll show you how to calculate EMV value, expected monetary value. It's a summation of probability into the profit plus second probability into profit plus and so on. Okay, you can easily do the calculation like this. Okay, so I'll write it here. I'll do calculate EMV for first part equal to into this plus probability second into this plus into this plus okay. So for first alternative, the probability or you can expect, the dairy firm can expect on an average a profit of rupees 150 per day. So similarly, if you go ahead and do the calculation for remaining EMVs, they will appear something like this: 192.5, 217.5 and बाकी का मैंने बनाया नहीं अब तक. This way you do the calculation. Okay, so I have already done the calculation here. They are something like this. Now the last part, I'll assume that you will do the calculation for conditional profit table and then you will calculate EMV. So based on the EMV, you will observe there are two alternatives where the cost or the probability of earning money is maximum, which is 217.5 rupees per day. So you can choose any one of it. You can go ahead with 25 butter, 25 kg of butter or 30 kg of butter. दोनों में से कोई भी ऑर्डर करो, सेम अमाउंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट होगा. ठीक है. सो हमने टू प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर दिए, टू बिट्स सॉल्व कर लिए. फर्स्ट प्रॉफिट टेबल, सेकंड एक्सपेक्टेड मॉनिटरी वैल्यू, मैक्सिमम कब प्रॉफिट होगा. ओके, अब लास्ट पार्ट कैलकुलेट करना है, ईवीपीआई, एक्सपेक्टेड मॉनिटरी सॉरी एक्सपेक्टेड वैल्यू ऑफ परफेक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन. ठीक है. अब अगर परफेक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन है, okay, so if I have perfect information, I'll just delete first this EMV value. We are going to prepare this expected profit with perfect information. अब perfect मतलब आपको पता है वो कौन से 6 दिन है where the order is of 15 kg. So on that day the dairy firm will purchase only 15 kg of butter, right? So they will not choose remaining options. So they are certain. So I'll just delete this. In the second event, we are going to take the maximum 200. देखो 20 का ऑर्डर आने वाला है और हम 20 परचेस करेंगे, राइट? सो प्रॉफिट होगा 200 का, बाकी का डिलीट कर देते। यहाँ पे 250 का रहेगा। देयर इज नो नीड टू प्रिपेयर दिस टेबल, जस्ट आई डेमोन्स्ट्रेट इट। आप न्यू नोटबुक में डायरेक्टली कैलकुलेशन कर सकते हो। Just to show for what order how much purchase a dairy firm is going to make. Okay, now to calculate the expected profit with perfect information, we'll just take the average, or we will multiply the probability with corresponding profit. Okay, so this and this equal to, just multiply probability with the numbers. Okay, so expected profit with perfect information, we'll just take the summation of this part, which is 380. Okay, so in earlier case, without information, the profit is only 217.5, and now with perfect information, the profit we are making here is 318. So 217.5, this is without information, without perfect information. But with information, the profit is 318.5. Okay, so expected value of that perfect information, कब क्या ऑर्डर आने वाला है तो उसका वैल्यूएशन निकालना होगा. So you just subtract this minus how much we can expect. So 101 rupees we can pay, up to 101 rupees we can pay to get that perfect information. Okay, so final answer will be 101 rupees. Okay, so thank you guys. I have given link for today's attendance in the chat window. Please give the attendance, and let's meet in the next lecture where we are going to discuss about theory of game. We are going to start another topic, new topic, theory of games.